Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Instruments of Destruction, and today we're going to be building another Instrument of Destruction that is based off of a monowheel. I'm going to try to build a giant self-balancing monowheel that I'm just going to let barrel down towards buildings, and hopefully I'll actually make it controllable. I want to be able to steer it, roll it, stay upright, all kinds of stuff, and wow, the destruction just does not stop with this game, does it? It's still going. But anyway, what you saw at the beginning here was the last creation I made in this game, which is the clotheslining machine. So check that out after this video if you haven't seen it already. But anyway, giant self-balancing monowheel. I think this is going to be challenging. Monowheels are not an easy concept to build, especially making it balance. All right, so the first challenge is obviously going to be creating a giant wheel, and it might turn out to be more of a polygon than an actual wheel, based off of the parts that I have available to me here. All right, so I think a good place to start is getting the spokes around the middle here, but I don't have attachment points on the top here, so I can't actually just build straight out from all these sides. So to work around this, I'm just gonna start off with a square, and then I'm just gonna try to round the corners after I build the center, basically. All right, there we go. Step one to creating a perfect circle, done. Make square. All right, now step two, round edges of square. What do I have? I mean, I have these arches, but these arches only have these three sizes, so I don't think that those are gonna work. I do have this piece. That's not nearly round enough, though. All right, what if I do this? This is not the right amount of blocks here. There's gotta be something I can use to fill in that gap, right? How do I fill in this gap that is like less than a block? What if I add a mini block right here and then add the 45-degree angle? Oh, look at that. Okay, that's a perfect fit. All right, that works. And there we have it. Wheel. Now, let's attach some thrusters to this thing and see if this even has a chance of rolling. All right, test number one. Let's see what happens here. Okay, not bad. We basically have a new panjandrum. If you guys missed the panjandrum video, this is basically it, but this is working better already. All right, but we don't have any control over this thing, and it's kind of terrible right now. All right, new improvement, I hope, has been made. Untested improvement, so it could be a deprovement. So for the first time, I'm actually using suspension pieces. We got the suspension piece, and I attached wheels perpendicular to the suspension piece, not the way that they're normally intended to be attached, but these wheels are not intended to be actual wheels. They're intended to be cushions, basically. So I'm hoping it's gonna give us a smoother ride. You can see the suspension in action there. So let's see how this feels in comparison to the previous version. It's, hey, that, oh, it's like a saw blade. Okay, all right. Oh, that actually gives me some ideas. Maybe these cushions shouldn't be wheels. Maybe they shouldn't be cushions at all. These should just be weapons. But they'll still be on the suspension to keep them more in contact with the ground as it spins, because that bounced way less than before, which was the intent of the suspension. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna go full-on wrecking ball for this one. Let's see how it feels, though, putting these down there. This is definitely gonna be prone to tipping over more. Well, not when it's spinning, though. It seems like it's gonna be all right. Yeah, it's obviously uneven weight right now because we have the wrecking balls just on one side. Just wanted to make sure that they serve their purpose. So this should be much more destructive when it hits a structure now, as opposed to what we just saw with the wheels. All right. It's so funny seeing the suspension expand as that goes down too. All right, let's see how this feels. It should be a lot heavier too, which might actually give it some more stability as it rolls. Oh yeah, look at that. It doesn't have the most friction. We're tipping over a little bit, but ooh. All right, this is gonna be really interesting. I may have made it a little bit too heavy though. So now I gotta try to get this thing to balance and turn. Turning, I didn't really think about turning that much. Oh, I got ideas. We're gonna be over-engineering this. All right, so I'm attaching a free swivel right here. So this should act like a free bearing that is allowed to just spin at will. All right, so then this beam is attached to the free swivel, and on the end of this beam, I'm going to attach these balloons. And now let me see if I toggle these balloons on. I'm hoping that this is going to orient myself up and keep me up, because as this spins, they should stay up, essentially keeping us in that orientation. And oh, I think they may actually be a little bit too effective, because now I can't go. Wait a minute. Oh, I think I've got some ideas. All right, this is gonna be interesting. So these thrusters are no longer gonna be for traction and getting myself to go. I can actually attach thrusters here to get myself to go now, because these thrusters will always be facing the same way. Yeah, so thanks to these balloons, these thrusters should stay in this orientation. So let's activate the balloons, activate the thrusters. Now those should cause me to go forward, and they'll always be facing forward, thanks to the balloons. So now oh, there we go. There we go, look at that. That's awesome right there. All right, I could add some more destructive weaponry to this thing too. I got some ideas. I definitely got some ideas for this. All right, but now I need turning, and I have an idea for turning. So because the balloons are gonna keep this oriented in this direction always, that means if I attach thrusters sideways like this, they'll stay on the front and back of the wheels, allowing me to use them as turning thrusters. All right, so now this thruster will turn me to the left, so we'll do A. This thruster will turn me to the right, so we'll do D, and so on. All right, check it out. So now A turns me to the left, D turns, oh, they're spinning because the balloons are not activated. But if we activate the balloons, you'll see they get oriented perfectly vertical. Okay, I should have just done the balloons before it got all swingy like this. But, oh, they are on toggle. They need to not be on toggle. All right, balloons are active. The balloons might actually be a little bit too strong. I just need them to keep me up from falling over, not from actually staying on the ground. All right, activate the thrusters. Now I can turn. I can probably just set those to W. Oh, boy. All right, hold on. Stop. The balloons need to be doing their job a little bit better. Oh, and we're going back up, kinda. See, now turning is going to be very, very difficult with a thing like this because of the gyroscopic forces. It's going to want to stay in whatever orientation it's spinning. Oh, there we go, though. That's what I'm talking about right there. All right, I think I have tough structures on, actually. Yeah, tough structures is on. That's why that's why I'm just rolling over the building instead of rolling through it. So here's the difference with tough structures off now. Let's see how much more destructive this ends up being. Okay, surprisingly, I went right up on it again. Wow. All right, hold on. Let's turn around here. We'll turn off the, oh. It's really hard to change the momentum. I might need to, I don't know how to get this thing to stay up better than what it's doing right now. It has the ability to self-balance, but it definitely has some issues with it. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, definitely got some more engineering to do on this thing. All right, more improvements have been made. I've strengthened the turning thrust. I've added more forward thrust, and I put everything on a toggle, or on a normal push and release button, so I can actually control if I'm going forwards more precisely. So let's go ahead and aim ourselves over here, and let's just start going. I've also adjusted the controls of the balloons so they're a little bit easier. I'm gonna turn them off right now. Ooh, that way I can go right through the building instead of going up in the air. All right, now I'm gonna turn myself around. Oh my god, the building is all gone. I kind of feel like putting tough structures back on and seeing how this thing does. All right, let's go back forward again and take out one of these towers. Look at this. Look at this. Aiming is turning out to be not nearly as big of an issue now with the higher turning thrusts and the ability to turn off the forward momentum a little bit better. All right, I still feel like this thing is not realizing its full destructive potential, so I have a ridiculous idea now. I'm going to attach some type of destructive thing that is just going to be swinging around freely from these cables as I roll this thing around. So not only are we going to have all of these wrecking balls spinning very, very fast, but we are also going to have swinging something or other. I haven't decided what I'm even going to attach to these cables yet. All right, I really don't know what to expect this to do, but I'm going to put some circular saws on these things. These are powered circular saws that I'm going to activate with, I don't know, some kind of button. All right, let's see here. Look at these circular, oh, this is weird. For some reason, I wasn't expecting it to look like this, but it makes a lot of sense. All right, there we go. Circular saws activate. And now, this is gonna be such a weird creation. All right, let's see what happens when I spin. Here they go. Oh no. Oh, they catch the balloons and they bring the balloons down. This is bad. This is bad. This is not working at all like I thought it was going to. Hold on, let me try replacing these cables with something a little bit more flexible. All right, I may or may not regret this, but I'm going with the bungee option. It is the second most stretchy of the options that it gives me. All right, more optimizations have been made. Saw blades are gonna be flying everywhere now. All right, there we go. Let's activate the saw blades. Oh, and activate the balloons. Balloons need to be active or else I'm gonna fall over. There we go. All right, I put the balloons up a little bit more because saw blades are gonna make this thing heavier. Well, let's see what happens now. See what kind of destruction. I wanna see those saw blades flinging out. There we go. Ooh. Ooh, that is feeling better with the saw blades, isn't it? Look at that. That was good. I gotta take this on the other map too, even though there's less lands to roll across, but there's just more variety of buildings. Whoa! Did the saw blade just fall off? Am I missing saw blade? I thought I saw something. That might have been debris. Debris may have fallen off. All right, let's get on to one of the other maps. Let's destroy some other buildings with this thing. All right, this map's gonna be a little bit more sketchy. I don't have a lot of wiggle room here to just blast through the building without falling into the water. But let's see what happens here. There we go. I don't have a reverse on this thing, but I can turn around pretty quickly, as you can see. Oh man, I like it when I stay above the building and then just start saw blading my way through it. Or even just going like perpendicular into the buildings. That works pretty well too. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Get back onto the land here. Man, I'm really happy with the balloon system. There we go. I'm gonna say the word again. It's satisfying. Uh-oh. Oh, I may have gone too far. The water's holding me up. I've seen this comment on like older videos of this game that the water is basically like a non-Newtonian fluid, the way that it behaves, which I'll accept. I'll take it. Man, this game is like multiple levels of satisfaction because not only is the destruction itself satisfaction, but just look at this vehicle moving. Like just all of these bungees, its ability to just, it's so smooth and satisfying just watching it go. This is crazy. All right, well, this was a fun monowheel experiment. I mean, I really just had this idea for the balloon stabilization. I was curious if that was gonna work. And then the turning was inspired by that, and everything just kind of synergized and worked together. The saw blades were a fun addition. So if you guys have any other crazy contraption ideas to try to build in this game with the physics that we have access to, let me know down in the comments below. And if you want to see more instruments of destruction, you can check that out right here on the end screen. Hope this video has earned your subscription. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.